Hello and welcome back. In this video, we will talk about a very uh, important concept within a cube, or you can say advanced or high level concept within a cube, that is partitions. So, in order to understand the partition, this is something when the cube is created. Inside the cube, a partition for fact or measure groups will be created. Uh, Currently, we have only one table and there is only one partition, but most of the time, the fact table in the real time or in the real projects have billions of rows and their size will be in GBs and terabytes. So, if it has only one partition, that is each time we process the cube, the whole partition is uh, processed. So the load will come on our data warehouse and it will not be a cost effective. Our resources for RAM and CPU will be used each time we process the cube. There are some methods, like if you want, if something change inside the dimension table and only the states are changed, then we can process only the states by right clicking on the dimension. Good. That way we will reduce the impact of processing on our data warehouse. But what about the fact table? Each time we process the cube, the fact table as a whole is processing. So this fact data is stored inside our cube structure, and dimensions will be there. So the thing is, the dimension data will always be inside the cube, whether we have partitions or not. If we remove this partition, the fact data will be removed from the cube. So there will be no fact data inside the cube. If we delete this partition, let me delete this one and I will say delete. Okay. If we delete this partition and we will process the cube, nothing will come up. So how we can create the partition? We click on the new partition, click next, and yes, data source view, find tables. Okay, and fact maintenance. Yes. For now, we will remove this one. We will not work with this one. Okay, current server instance is good, and finish. Mm, let's check whether we have created a right partition or not. This partition is get created at the time of the creation of cube for fact tables. So we will go into browse tab, and if we have amount here, no, cube collection has been updated on server. Delete this one, create a new partition, and okay, next, next, and finish. Now we will process the cube. If we do the aggregation, that will take some time, and aggregations will be saved inside the cube. So if we want our cube to be small, we can stop the aggregations. And oh, let me reconnect this one. This is very important. We want to reconnect and out. and we have the amount. So our partition is working. So let's say we have we are inserting 1 million record each day within our table. So in the real time, there will be no 10 or 20 rows. There will be a billion of rows, and each day or each week uh, depends on the data, but there will be a lot of rows. So in that case, how we can process our cube faster, or how we can avoid to not process the cube each time something changes. So in order to do that, let's delete this partition, click OK, and create a new partition. And here we have OK, and we will specify the query. Or so let's say we want to include results that are less than 2016 in one partition and greater than or equal to 2016 in the next partition. Uh, so where activity date, where activity date is greater than 2000. Let's check this query inside the SQL Server. And activity date greater than 2016. It should work. Hmm. We check assert maintenance. Hmm. Now it will work. This was a syntax error. Let me resolve this one. Let me check the design of table. Okay, this is date and time. Where year. Let me check the query, and yes, it's working now. So we will just add this one inside our partition. And click next. Okay, here we can select the processing location. If we want some other server or analysis server, we can select it here, or we can just specify the location, default server location, uh, where we want. We can specify it, but for now we will remove and click finish. So this is one partition, and now the second partition will be same in the effect maintenance, and where activity date is less than or equal to. Let's check this one also. It's always good to check and execute. So this one is also working fine. So and okay, next and rename this one greater than 2016, less than, less or equal to 2016. So now we have two partitions. Let's process this cube once and run this one. Like everything is good. Close this one and see if we get our. We haven't reconnected it. Let's reconnect this one. This is very important. And now we have 10750. So cube is working, but I think there is some problem. Uh, so let's reconnect. Now it's giving us fine, giving the result fine as before when we have one partition. This was a bit of error inside the you can say query, so we resolve that one. So that's how we remove the overhead or a burden on our data warehouse. Now, just for an example, let's say if I open a maintenance and edit the top 200 rows and I change only the 2016 amount to 900 and is done. And now I will do, it was 2016, so I will only process that one, only process the one partition. In the same way, Now you understand, like in each day there are some rows inserted inside our data warehouse, and if we want, uh, we can write some kind of logic. So to only include a new partition every day or every week or every 15 days, whichever suits us. And see, we have 88900. So I was saying that we can include, you can say, some kind of logic that each day or weekly or 15 days create a new partition inside the cube for the fact table. And we will only, when we work with the cube, we will only process that partition of a particular day, but not the previous all partition. That way we will consume our memory less, and our cube will be easy to process, fast. And there are some other benefits also, like cost benefits and all these within a data warehouse. So that's all for the partition video. Hope you understand the concept of partitions and how we do the partitions, and how we can create the partitions with the query. And this is all. Keep watching the videos. Hope you understand. Thank you very much. Bye bye.